Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who. It is Rosie Rosette 2020 pal. How are you guys doing today? I am doing I'm always in pain. And it seems like, when I'm doing all this or whatever, even though I'm not picking up anything, but the movement, oh, just really kills my wrist. Anyway, okay, so let me start off. So it is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is the whatever. Okay, so I did that. Anyway, okay, so let me tell you about my experience today. Okay, so here I am, I'm hit up Ross. I love me some Ross, whatever. Ross, Didi's, Goodwill, Nordstrom. Uh, I don't shop at Macy's no more. But anyway, okay, so I went to after I went to Ross, I went to El Loco Polo. In California, that's like a Mexican restaurant, kind of a franchise Mexican restaurant, kind of sort of Loco Polo. Anyway, the crazy chicken. Okay, I think that's what it is. Anyway, so I don't know why, but every time I go to this El Loco Polo, El Loco Polo, um, I usually order $5, the meal, combo meal, or whatever. When I go to the fast foods things, I try not to spend over $5. Wendy's, I love the 4 for $4, but I think I always get sick. Anyway, so okay, so I order the chicken nachos. Okay, $5. You get a drink, you get an extra set of chips, and then you get your entree. Okay, so the lady said, do you want chips with guacamole? I said no, because it already comes with chips. She said, okay, but you don't want any, extra guacamole. I said no. Go up to the thing, go up to the window, and she's like, okay, here's money or whatever. And then she, how many sauces do you want? I said I want the avocado sauce. Okay, fine. So, instead of going home or whatever, I was famished, okay, because I only had like 3 or 4 eggs, and it was like 2:30. I had the 3 or 4 eggs around 10, 11 o'clock. But I was still hungry. That wasn't enough to suffice me. I don't know why. Anyway, so, okay, so I go and I eat. Guess what? There's no chips, okay? There's no chips. There's the soda. I got a Diet Coke, and then I have the nachos, okay? She said, are 3 sauces enough? I said, yes. Okay, fine. All right. So then I'm like, oh, here we go. So I go and I eat all the chips. I eat the nachos and drink the soda. So I go and I'm putting something on my hands because they look kind of rough or whatever. I'm trying to look for some lotion. I always have some lotion around. Anyway, so I go and I roll back around, and then I'm like, okay, you guys didn't give me any chips. The guy's like, roll up. He says roll up to the window. Okay, fine. So I'm like, okay, you didn't give me the chips. You never give me the chips. Every time I come here, you guys always give me the entree and the soda, but you never give me the chips. And this guy has beautiful eyes. Really, I think he's, Mexican or whatever, but his eyes were very piercing. I was like, hey, ooh, your eyes are beautiful, whatever. Anyway, and then he was like, oh, thank you. And then he was like, here you go, ma'am. And so then another man, I think that's the manager or whatever. He's like, what happened? And so then I was like, you guys always forget me the chips. He was like, oh, man, and then I was like, you should give me it for free or whatever. He's like, what did you order? And then I was like, I ordered the nachos. He was like, that's it? I should have been like, oh, I ordered this and that. I was like, yeah, I just ordered nachos. He's like, okay, cool. Pull over, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'll just come in. So I park. So when I get up to the thing, I see a cop. Okay, so when I pull, when I go to the drive-throughs on the other side on Monterey, and when I see a cop, 2 cops or whatever pulling over someone, I'm like, okay, drama. So when I go, oh, when I turn around out of the drive-through and I go park, I see another cop, and he's like, oh, he has his gun, padded vest or whatever, bulletproof vest. So I was like, oh, drama. He was like, no, we just pulled over someone. I was like, oh, okay. Go into the store, and this guy is like, whoop 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 whoop, and then it's like 5 people against him, and you know me, Captain Save a Whore or whatever. I'm like, oh, here we go, there's some drama going on. So I'm like, I always kind of go for the underdog or whatever. And then, he's heated. I was like, son, what's up? Mijo. And then he was like, man, whoop, whoop, whoop. They thought I cut and I didn't cut. And, they think I'm Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I think he's Iranian or Persian or something like that. And then I was like, okay, okay, let's just bring it on down. He's like, nah, I'm from the da 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 whatever. And I'm like, okay, all right, but still, let's bring it down. You know why I'm saying that? I said because I just saw a cop walk right, just past us. Okay, I said on the other side of the store, they just pulled over someone. So if they call the cops on you, you going to jail. Okay, so let's stop this. He's like, all right, ma'am, all right, all right. I said, so let's just take a breath. Let's just breathe in and let's just calm it down. And so then, he's just, I was like, oh, your eyes are so, I'm just like soothing over the situation. I'm like, oh, your eyes are beautiful. He had gorgeous eyes. So it was the guy in the drive through that had pretty eyes. And then this guy had pretty eyes. He had on like a tie-dye shirt or whatever. And this summer I love tie-dye. Oh my God. I got like just an insane amount of tie-dye this summer. Okay. Anyway, so we're talking. I was like, okay, all right, it's not that serious, okay, He was like, nah, but they think I'm Mexican and I ain't Mexican, but he's speaking Spanish or whatever. And I was like, you know what, though, it's not that serious, whatever. And so then he's like, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. And so then, he like touches me. I said, don't do that. He's like, no, I'm just trying to flirt with you. I said, don't do that. So then, and then he's like, oh, I got some people outside. I got something in the trunk with us. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you do. I said, but it's not that serious. Whatever. Let's just, do you want me? Because I had to go in to get my food. And then I was like, okay, do you want to come in with me and you can act like you're, I got your back, you're gonna be good, right? And he was like, yeah, 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 yeah. So we go in there, and then he shows me the picture of his son or whatever. I was like, okay. So he makes eye contact. It was like 5 or 6 people. It was like 2 men and like 4 men and 2 girls, but they weren't Mexican, they were Persian. And I think he was he said he wasn't Mexican. I think he was something on that realm. I don't know if he was Iranian, Iraqi or something, but he was something, but he spoke fluent Spanish. So I don't know. So then he's just like, and then he looks at me because I'm all made up or whatever. But he's like, "Are you trans?" And then I was like, why do people keep asking me that? But that's because I got a clown face full of makeup. But with these chi-chis and this booty, honey, I ain't nothing trans about me. But anyway, but I kind of like it or whatever. So then he's like, nah, because I did some time, honey. I suck D and I, eat B. I was like, oh. And then everyone's looking. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And so then I told you he sees them, and then I'm trying to shield them from him. And I was like, well, get your phone out. I said, get your phone out. And I said, just don't record. I said, but put on a recording thing just in case anything goes down. He's like, yeah, I got you, or whatever. So he gets his phone out and he starts to cry. I said, no, 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 no. I said, just if anything gets out. He's like, nah, I need a picture. I need a picture. I'm like, oh God. So, I'm just like keeping him away from them. So, blah, blah, blah. So finally we get up to the thing. And I was like, and the manager points to my food. He's like, that's yours. I was like, okay. I was like, hurry up and get his, so I can get him out of here, whatever. And then, so, he, and then, so he's all in the girl's face or whatever. I said, just mess around. I was like, you ain't gonna be all in her face. And so he backs up. He's like, I don't like her. She was like, she's Mexican, but I don't like Mexican. I like black pussy. I was like, oh, oh, oh. And then he just like, he kind of like flips back and forth, like kind of crazy, and then kind of crazy, in my face or whatever. I was like, look, check it out. I noticed that men from prison, the past couple men that I've met that have done time, they want to get in your face. And they want to look at you like, they're gonna get into your soul and let you know that they've done some time. And there ain't nothing for them to, just, take you out or whatever. And I have to get in his face and let him know that I've been dealt with a couple people who've done time. So I ain't scared of you. He's like, okay, ma'am, okay. So he just keeps talking, I don't like, no, Evan, And I was like, okay, really? I said, anybody got a belt? Because I'm about to beat his ass, okay? Who got the belt? He got the belt. He was like, ow. So it just seems like every time we would get closer, he would just like flash. So me and him had to, so then I'd act a little crazy to let him know you ain't that crazy because I'm a little crazy or whatever. So, we just like, crazy, crazy, whatever. So the cup or whatever. And so then I was like, why, act like, why you didn't buy me nothing? He was like, what you want? What you want, babe? Just, just let me know what you want. I was like, nah, nah, nah. He was like, nah, come on, just what you want. I was like, no, I already got my food. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So, after we get the order, then, we have to go a little further or whatever. And then, he starts acting a little crazy again. And then I was like, okay, can we get his stuff? I said, and so then I saw the manager on the phone. I said, you see him? He's calling the police. He's calling the police on you. And they're right outside. So if they come in, you're going to jail. He's like, okay. And then he starts speaking Spanish like, oh, please don't, telling me, just give me my food so I can go wherever. It was just a mess. And so then when he's getting his drink, because, you got to go. And then at the end is they give you a cup, and at the end you get your food and then you get your drink. And then he sees the people again. They're all sitting down. And then he starts talking mess to them. And I'm like, you know what? That's it. Okay, I'm about to go. I said, do you need me here, whatever? Because I'm not, you messing up. He about to call you. The police is about to come. You talking mess to them or whatever. Are you ready to go or what? And then he's like, okay. All right. And so then we go outside, and then, he gives me the tap or whatever. He said, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. He said, what you did for me, I am going to do for someone else. And then he was like, I love you. And then he wanted to give me a hug. I said, no. He's like, come on, give me a hug. So I gave him a hug, and, I was like, okay, next time you going to give me some, just, whatever. I was like, Lord have mercy. Why do I put myself in those interests? Because I don't want to see the young people acting crazy. Them calling the police come, they go to jail. Whatever. Like I said, I used to be real cool with the police in San Jose or whatever. Black lady with the different wigs or whatever. Mama Rose or whatever. They all know me because they're all young. They're, all my son's age or whatever. So I'm not intimidated or threatened by it. And then I told you I was taking pictures in the park, and it was like dusk, and this police, it was like a skateboard park. And this police was there. Me and him like chopped it up for 2 hours. I was like, okay, I gotta go. I think he probably wanted to hit it. Nah. He was cute. He was big, tall, big white boy. Just, ooh. I was like, nah, dude, nah. I mean, he didn't say that, but Anyway, so that's my El Polo Loco story for the day. Okay, here we go with other videos. Bye.